So you own a small business, you got rocking, you're getting going, you're like, how the heck do I pay myself, or how should I pay myself? And this is always such a big challenge and a big topic in business. And when I got started with my business, I didn't pay myself anything. Every dollar I made got reinvested back in the business. So I definitely get that. And then as the business gets going, you get to these points where it's like, hey, what should I start doing here? How should I do this? So I'm going to share some ideas and point of views that'll hopefully help you figure out how to structure and pay yourself. And I'm also going to share some tax advantage things that you can do and should put on autopilot in order to pull money out of your business and save. So stay tuned. So first off, in the beginning, the reality is you're probably not paying yourself anything, and that's okay. Everyone who gets started in business, they're usually reinvesting every dollar they have. That's what I had to do in my business. Every dollar that came in, I literally reinvested it. For the first probably 2 years or so, or 3 years, I really didn't make anything. I didn't have a salary, and every dollar I made got reinvested. Even if I put myself on a salary at that point, that money probably would have just went right back into the business. So in the beginning, it is what it is. You need to understand this. It's okay. You got to really fight through it and kind of eat shit in the beginning in order to get to the gold. It's kind of a saying that I say, and it helps kind of keep me motivated. And it's just the reality of business, especially when you're just getting started. So I just tell you this to maybe put you at some ease and understand that everyone goes through the struggle. Once your business gets to a certain point of really like some sort of consistency of cash flow, and you're feeling confident and you've got a little bit of cash reserves, and each month the business is just supporting itself, this is probably a good point to put yourself on a set salary, even if it's small, and do that via W-2. Once your business really gets to a point where you're confident, it's consistent, and you're getting rocking, you really want to start to utilize a payroll company. One is you shouldn't be doing the payroll. You should utilize a payroll company for that, and you should be putting your time into other things in your business to grow the business. Start paying yourself in a W-2. Even if that W-2 is 20 grand a year, or 30 grand, or 40 grand, or 50 grand, depending on where your business is. Speak with your accountant. That's what I did, is I started with a really small W-2, and what happens is it just structures out the business, and you're committed to this amount that you're going to pay yourself for and really reward yourself. As your business starts to do better, you can start to increase that amount. Another thing is, keep in mind, if you keep that amount low, you might say like 20 grand. Well, keep it low just so you can get into the consistency and habit of paying yourself. If you have a great year, you can always, bonus yourself and distribute yourself some money at the end of the year. So it's all good. Don't worry about the number right now. It's just get started with something small and get in the habit of doing this. Another thing that I wish I would have did earlier on in my business is bring in a 401k company along with your payroll company. A 401k and saving and planning for your future and retirement is a form of paying yourself. You're just not getting the money right now. Just start saving and utilize the tax advantages of a 401k. The money comes out pre-tax. The max now, I believe, is 18 or 18.5 that you can put into your 401k pre-taxed. This is a really great advantage, and it's all about time with saving. So the earlier that you get started, even if it's a smaller amount, you don't have to max out that full 18,000, but over a long period of time, it'll pay off big time, and you'll pay yourself big down the road when you're ready to retire. So to wrap up here, and what I really want to make clear, and I want you to understand, is that there's no cookie cutter answer of when or how much you should start paying yourself. And it's okay, and you need to understand that. You can hold yourself accountable and say, you know what, I want to, by the end of the year, start paying myself 2 grand a month, or 3 grand, or 5 grand, or 10 grand, whatever that number is, depending on what you're looking to do with the business. This might come at different times. Like, it might take you 5 years to get to 10 or 20 grand a month, or 5 grand a month. It might take you 2 years to get to that. So it really depends on your business, depends on the sales that are coming in and everything else. So there's no right or wrong answer here. What you should take away from this is set a number that you want to pay yourself. Set that number, set a goal for yourself, and you'll know when your business is at a point where it can now afford that number per month, then get that on an automatic payment schedule. Bring a payroll company in and start paying yourself a set paycheck. But if you don't start doing things that hold you accountable, then you'll just continue to push things off. When you hold yourself accountable, it motivates you to get things done. So if it's, hey, you know what, by the end of year 2, I want to pay myself 4 grand a month or 5 grand a month, then it's gonna motivate you to do whatever you need to do to get there, to bring in that cash flow and to be able to afford that. So I hope you found this helpful. Remember, there's no right or wrong way. Get these things implemented, set some goals, hold yourself accountable, and get rocking in your business. I wish you nothing but success. Thanks for tuning in to Grow by Joe, and we'll talk soon. Take care.